With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set, ready, get ready. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go, go. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 50. Three yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it. Out to the 25-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Everyone got four down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Record. Check it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now a give right side. Westbrook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Hatch it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Westbrook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Cunningham looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Cunningham from the gun, and he's going to go down again. Nigel Bradham. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Touchdown. Check.
On first down, Westbrook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Westbrook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To number 81. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Vic readies to throw. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll run on first down. Westbrook, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 49, check 49, check 49. Check, 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 check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On second down, Westbrook. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now a give right side. Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go. Set. 65, 65.
On first down, Westbrook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
53, Mike. Here we go. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift. Kill.
On second down now, Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Ready, 270 ending. It's our time. It's our time. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Vic. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Come on. Fire.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got his tailback. That's Marcus Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. From the 39, Tannehill, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Moore, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's checking quick. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Switch. Check 24.
On second down, Westbrook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. On third down, Westbrook. It's a pickup of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. As Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On second down now, Westbrook. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On 3rd down, Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, Cunningham into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurling through.
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Down. 15.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Westbrook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock in and go to the locker room.
Out to his left. He's got Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Westbrook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Westbrook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Westbrook, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Tannehill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill, forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting up on a big 3rd down. Now a give right side. Westbrook. And he'll have the first down as he's up. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, Westbrook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got it. You got it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
I'm here all day. Switch.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Watch the twist. Check 99.
On 2nd down, Westbrook. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come up in an offset eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Elliott good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final lead.
And I have to look at from the defense.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.